But get all that stuff adjusted and centered up, and then you can come back and we'll look at the distributor.
It's almost there.
You got the carburetor, you said it was running halfway decent, but...
Yeah, I mean, I almost got it to start just now before you came out.
So have you retarded the ignition a little bit to start it or not?
Oh, dude, this is full retard and it's almost too advanced. It's still kicking me at full retard.
So why don't you adjust it?
I have. That's the thing.
Well, right now you are fully on the slot right now.
This is way too advanced, but this is where I can lock it. See, it locks here, but it should lock like here. I can't lock it here. It won't lock.
Why don't you adjust the distributor so it works correctly? Your distributor's a tooth off is the problem. You need to pull the damn thing up. See where it says right here? You need to put that over here. Then you can slide this thing back to where it needs to be and you'll have your adjustment back.
Oh, so if a tooth off, man, it runs, that will affect a lot, huh?
Yes.
A lot.
And you get it back where the stop is over here, where you want it to be.
Do I have to pull the head off to get it out, though?
No.
So I just take the
You have to take it all apart. But
right, so I got to take
we don't have to take it out. You just have to go up high enough to change the cam.
Yeah, you lift it up and drop it, and it'll rotate itself into the...
You bring it up, rotate the
cam,
and then drop it back down.
Okay.
Or whichever way you want to go.
Okay.
And you fine-tune the spot where you want. Right now, you got this thing completely in the middle through the slot. Now, I don't know why the slot is that damn wide. I've never seen a slot this wide on a distributor.
Oh, man, the slot goes all the way across.
I've never seen one like that.
It's probably custom.
It's probably an aftermarket or something.
When you look inside, too, you'll see all these grind marks from somebody.
So somebody has been modifying the distributor quite a bit.
Right, that's why I'm having trouble with it. But it was all I had when I put this thing together.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. As long as you got a stop point,
yeah,
you adjust it for the stop point to be where you want it.
Okay.
So right now, this distributor needs to be rotated this way. That way that you will come into the stop.
Yeah. This is where I get the best results trying to start right now.
Yeah, that's because of your overall timing. But when you move the distributor, it'll change. But anyway, you have to put, what you got to do is put on a timing mark where it's supposed to be and then adjust it for that spot. It can't be if you're really that far off. I put
the timing mark slightly behind center.
Yes, correct.
Towards the rear.
Yeah, but you have to adjust it with this against the stop.
Right.
Over here. You're not adjusting it for against the stop. If you did, it'd be in the right spot.
So if I adjust this all the way over...
Well, you have this fully advanced because that's where you're adjusting the timing.
Yeah.
If you got the damn thing floating around in limbo, there is no adjustment.
Oh.
You have to have it where the stop is working.
But the tooth is still off. Even if I put it over, it'll still be...
And you see how this damn spring is in your way right now? Put it in the other position and it won't be hitting the cover. That's why there's two positions. You can put it in either one of the two.
Oh, with this guy?
Yeah, right now it's hitting the damn push rod cover. I won't let you move it forward.
Yeah.
Because this is going to wind up being over here, or somewhere over in this area.
Okay.
So instead of being in that hole, put it in this hole. Whichever one of the two works the best for you, that's what you do it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now you need to adjust this distributor. So instead of being way over there fully advanced, it'll be over here fully advanced.
Yeah. I mean, every good running bike I've ever seen has their little knob sticking somewhere between here and here.
It doesn't matter. It just strictly matter where you put the thing at. It has to be against this hard stop.
Okay.
And you don't retard it all the way to start it either. That's stupid. You only retard it back about this far.
Well, yeah, that's what I was doing before when this thing was running
But
fine.
your timing is so screwed up right now.
I think I fucked it up. I mean, I messed it up.
Yes.
So
anyway, work on that. Time it correctly, and then it'll probably start up and run fine. You said the carburetor seemed to be working a lot better now since we fixed all that. So
yeah.
That's a plus. You're still gonna have to adjust everything, but
this weepage.
Yeah, they're gonna seep what they seep.
I got it as tight as
it's coming brass. It's coming out of the nut, isn't it? Not the brass.
It's coming out of right here.
Yeah, well, it's coming out that nut.
And I can't really tighten it anymore.
Yeah, this nut is what's leaking. So the ferrule, the taper on the end of this is the problem.
Oh.
Your filter's a piece of crap.
Ain't nothing I can do about that.
A different filter will take care of it.
What about this oil?
I don't know where it's coming from. You got to trace it.
It comes from here.
Then put a new seal on it.
Oh.
There's a gasket over there.
And sometimes I notice, like I mean, I don't ride anymore, but when it was riding, I always got weepage coming out of these cork seals.
That's because you got a lot of blow-by in your motor.
It would drip down.
The rings are not working for squat.
Well, then when I put the breather on there,
Did you uncork the breather hole down below?
Yeah, and the weepage kind of stopped.
Imagine that. The 300 pounds of crankcase pressure goes away and it quit blowing out.
Like it weeps very slightly, but not as much as it was.
Yeah, well, like I said, you got to fix all these other problems to get it to.
It's getting there.
You tackle one at a time. We got the carburetor more or less working, hopefully.
The wheels.
We got the rear wheel that comes in and out now.
Yeah.
The brake drum's a piece of junk, but we'll work around that.
The tranny.
But you got to get the distributor. Adjust the distributor for fully advanced is on the spot you want it to be at. I don't care where you got to move the distributor to get to that spot, but that's what you got to do. If they hog this damn slot all the way out to get more adjustment, well, it's still going to be bottomed out way over here. That's where the spot is. So you just move the distributor back until it times correctly.
Okay.
That's why it has teeth on it. You can pick the different ones. You're not locked into just one. So just lift it up, move it, put it back down, and keep doing that until you get it in a range where it works where you want it to be.
So it doesn't matter which tooth
now,
it is.
Where's this stud at relative to the slot in the cover?
Stud in the relative slot to the cover. Well,
this here stud moves into the cover.
Yeah. I haven't taken the cover off.
Are you all the way at the limitation of that groove right now?
Oh yeah, all the way.
Why don't you move it to some other spot?
I've tried that, and it doesn't.
That's because you're a tooth off. Why don't you put this thing over here in the middle of your adjustment where you belong?
Yeah.
And then put the distributor where it needs to be against the stop, and then you have an adjustment range that works. Right now, you're all the way to the extremes on everything.
So
you're
I
doing.
should put this here, take this out, put the tooth where it should be, and then I'll be able to adjust it normally in this range.
If you put this in the middle of the range.
Oh.
So for now, I would take it so this thing is covered over here, so you're not looking at ugly ass slot.
Yeah.
And put this over there. So you take a 1/2 inch, undo that, slide this thing all the way over to here, and then adjust the distributor with your timing in the right spot until when it's fully against the stop and the distributor where the hell that's at, it'll be somewhere close. And then you got this much area to adjust the timing with to make it correct.
Okay.
Right now you got this thing all the way over there, and this is just floating over here in the wind when you set the timing, and then you got all that extra timing going in there. You got an extra 30 degrees of timing you're stuffing in that damn thing.
Right, and that's why it's giving me trouble.
That's because you haven't adjusted the timing yet. You've been screwing around with it. You need to actually adjust it.
Do I need a timing light to do that?
No.
Okay.
When the point cracks, it fires. Pretty simple.
So one thing I've been wondering though.
And you got to make sure the point gap is around 20, 22 thou also. And that's way bigger or less.
Well, do I need a light, a test light to touch the point to see exactly?
No, you can put a little piece of cellophane in there if you want.
Oh.
A couple of thou piece of plastic will work.
Like a plastic bag.
Yeah, real thin baggie. You stick it in there, and if you can, as soon as it falls out, its point's open.
Oh, like those salsa bags you get in Mexican shop.
Well, it's gonna be thin. It can't be thick.
Yeah.
You got to measure it.
Yeah.
There's some bags out there that are 1.5, 2 thou thick, and there's ones out there that are 6 thou thick.
Probably like a cigarette paper wrapper.
Yeah, that's cellophane. Yes, those are really thin.
Yeah.
They've been using that shit for a lot of years for doing points.
The cigarette thing.
Yep, because it works. Cellophane is an old style plastic. It's harder though. Modern plastic is real soft. It tears easy.
Yeah.
Cellophane's strong.
Yeah.
But it's thin. So anyway, a little bit different, but it still works.
Okay.
Or if you get a little thin feeler gauge, that works too. I get that 1.5 feeler gauge. Most feeler gauges come with a 1.5 or 2 thou minimum thickness.
I have a feeler gauge. I'll just use that.
You can use that, and it's automatic. It'll be off a little bit because you got that extra gap in there, but it'll at least get you close.
You just need a light drag, huh?
Yeah,
Very
you want
light.
to where it would come out. So.
Okay.
And make sure your point gap is back where it needs to be when you're done. If it's not, you got to do it all over again. So anyway, play with that a little bit, come on over, and then we can check it when you get here again.
Okay.
And then I can adjust the carburetor a little bit for you. You're going to hunt down some kind of a stupid air cleaner to put on there, I hope.
Yes.
So get all that stuff dialed in. Get this brake to set up better. If that rod's not working for you, you need to get it off. Right now the rod needs to be extended a lot to get the pedal up where it belongs.
Up here?
Yes.
I like it here. I use it as a mid-control.
Yeah, well that's not how it's supposed to be, but okay, whatever.
That's where my foot sits.
If you like it there as a stupid moron would have it, then you're fine. It's your bike. You can ride it any way you want.
Yeah, you don't have to ride it.
That's right. I'm not riding it that way. That's stupid. But whatever. But you got to make it where it will not bottom out against this pedal when you're pushing on it.
Yeah.
That kind of defeats the brakes when you push it against the pedal, the peg, and it doesn't move anymore.
Yeah, it's almost there.
And I'm sure this front brake is really working good for you.
It works pretty well, actually.
Good, because you need all your brakes right now, because you ain't got nothing.
It works pretty well. There was a time when I only had the front brake.
There you go. Where's your primary chain at? That's good. Is that the tight spot or loose spot? That's pretty even. Good. Clutch is slipping. Your clutch slipping?
Oh, really?
Move your finger. Look. Push on the lever. Push on the lever. Oh, it was moving though. Push on it. There you go. See the finger's moving?
So I got clutch drag, huh?
No, you have clutch slippage.
What does that mean?
That means you don't have any tension on the springs right here because your dumbass didn't adjust it correctly.
So I need to go tighter.
So you can be kicking a bike and it won't start, and it feels like it's kicking the motor through, but it's not moving. The clutch is slipping every time you jump on it. So you need a lot more tension. Where's your popping at? How come I don't hear a pop?
This one's worn out.
Oh, good. Get some new nuts or a new plate so you can hear the pop. There you go, pop. If you don't have that pop, the nut's not working, it can fall off. So you gotta adjust them all the same.
2 pops for starters.
Yeah, well, you're gonna need a lot more than that.
Just do them all the same and go again.
Now you got a cable, so you got free play, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Stop. You have no free play.
Oh.
Your clutch is half released right now. That's why it doesn't work. Some dumbass adjusted cable wrong. So how much free play is in your clutch?
Well, at the moment, none, I guess.
Is that your free play? Where's your free play at?
Right here, in my cable.
No, this is called a pedal.
Yeah.
This is called free play. Do you see it moving?
No.
That's because there's no free play in there. So you got to unadjust that and put some free play in the damn clutch. It's a 9/16 degree. Is that nut loose?
Yeah.
Well, why do you got the nut loose?
Because I haven't even run the bike.
You don't need to run the bike. You need to adjust everything so it works when you do decide to ride the bike. Hold on, let me see what you have here. Okay, see right here?
Yeah.
See free play?
Yeah.
Okay, we have free play. Okay. That was pretty close. How close were you?
I was probably like 1 turn too far.
I think you're more 1 turn, but whatever.
There was like no number in the book.
Okay, how much transmission clearance? You gotta get about a 1/2 inch over there. You have to use common sense. I know it's hard for you, but you have to figure out how to do some common sense. This screwdriver sucks. Should do a 1/2 turn more. Okay, that's too far. So you're hitting on the plate here is your problem, or otherwise you have a lot more clearance.
Oh, do I need to grind that
so
plate
what you gotta do
away?
is you gotta look over here. See the clearance back in here?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta make sure you got enough room to go. Okay, your pedal is, the problem is your pedal needs some adjustment.
I need to make it come up higher.
You need to take about 1 inch of slack out of this thing.
Yep.
It's a little, your cable's not adjusted correctly. Okay, the clutch is adjusted correctly now, but the pedal's not. So, when you pull on this thing right here with your fingers without hurting yourself, see how it releases? Now we're bottoming out against the tranny. My guess is we need to go back further because I think you're losing half your stroke because you're hitting back in here. So we're gonna go back until we get almost nothing here. Okay, that's almost nothing there. Okay, what do I got for treble? Okay, that should be enough to get. Okay, what am I hitting over here? I'm hitting on the tranny, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think you have enough movement. So you need to beat this. You need to beat this plate underneath. Those plates always are bent over to get more room. So you need to bend this plate, fold it over, so the lever can come back where it belongs.
That's probably why this lever was bent before.
The lever should be way back here, is where they would go back to normally.
Yeah.
And this is about where they should be, but I think right now you need to go back a little bit further. I'm not sure until we're at because we can't release the clutch all the way.
Can I just bend this lever down?
That's only going to help you a small amount, but yes, that would help you. You are close up in here too.
Because it was bent down and then we bent it back up.
Okay, well you need to bend it down a little bit more again.
Yeah.
and bring it back. The cable here is still going to be way too long. It needs to be, the pedal needs to be,
I'm gonna make
instead
it.
of there, it needs to be like up here someplace.
I'd rather it be like right here.
But the problem was you had no free play up in here. So right now we got free play. Where's your 9/16 set? Tighten that up. Sockets work a lot better, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Very
good
tight.
for now. Okay, push the pedal down. We're not getting enough free play to undo the clutch right now. So this is going to have to be redone.
Wait, so if you pull the pedal down, you should be able to spin this
Yes.
with your hand?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, what do you think is the clutch? You think it's going to release?
I guess so.
See, right now your pedal bottoms out against your nut. Now, if you get rid of the stupid nut, you can go down further for now. See the transmission clearance here? We're not even close to your tranny. See, way over there?
Honestly, what I'd rather do is get rid of this whole pedal and put the right pedal that I can use the real rod, because I have the rod, but this pedal don't take the rod.
That's a shifter that's sticking up there right now. And
What?
that's...
This thing?
This is a shifter. This is
Yeah.
a shifter bracket.
It's obviously not for this bike.
So if you want to hook up a shift lever on here, the real long lever, you can use a shift lever, where it's a clutch pedal if you want.
Yeah, that real thin lever, right? That thin rod, I mean.
Yeah, but you can, well...
I have the real thin rod. The clutch rod.
If you put a shift lever in here, the shift lever puts you about right here.
Right. And then your pedal can sit down here.
I don't know if the rod will work on that. There's 3 different length rods. You can get 2 stacks, and Paco makes one that's different. So, and anyway, you got to find the one that'll work for that. But this here is not exactly right. Like I said. So if you want to use a shifter, you can use a shifter, but it's, you know, it's putting the correct parts on those wonders for the bike. So
Yep.
either way, you got to figure it out. But for now, to even ride it, you're gonna have to shorten this thing way the hell up. So.
Yeah. I will
Now,
have to.
you can put a rod from here to here if you want. It's just you have to use that long-ass Paco rod. Or maybe a mousetrap rod might fit right now.
That's the one I have. I have the mousetrap
Yeah,
rod.
it might work now, but right now you need to get this lever bent down so the thing will go back further. Or bend that bracket over a little bit. This lever should come way back to about here, is where the clearance would start, and you'll wind up here when you're done. Because you usually have about this much free play stock to work with.
All of this primary cover is going to have to come off to get to here, huh? I'm going to have to take this whole thing
You
apart.
can just put a big weight on here and bend that thing down right there.
I could just stand on it.
You know, or just put a little piece of tubing over it and bend it down.
So it's okay to do that while it's connected to this thing?
Well, it is what it is. I don't know how strong this thing is. If it doesn't bend down quickly, then don't keep braking on it, but you know, you can force things a little bit on the bike. Ideally, it's best to take the thing off and do it correctly, but you know, people will do what they want to do. Like I said, I would bend the plate over here underneath too. You can take a big punch right through here about 8 inches long and beat the tar out with a big hammer and bend it over.
So what we just did, readjusting it, should help with the clutch slipping, right? Or do I have to mess with these nuts more?
The reason the clutch was slipping is because you didn't have any free play in it.
Oh.
We have free play now.
Is it slipping now?
See this clearance right here? It's free play. No, it's not slipping anymore because now you don't have free play.
It actually feels way better.
Yeah, it's actually kicking now.
I don't have to put as much force into it.
Yeah, it's because the pedal's actually, the kicker's working now. Yes, imagine that. Now, if you're actually trying to ride the bike, you would have found out real quick that the bike wasn't going to go anywhere. Because
Yeah.
as soon as you put the clutch out, it would just...
That happened to me
The
once.
bike's not moving. What's going
My
on?
old clutch.
Yeah,
I was trying to set it up.
and this is still good here. Wheel looks halfway straight. That's good. So your wheel's actually halfway decent.
I know, and I did that in the dark.
There you go. All right. Enough playing on this pile of crap.
I know, we're done with you tonight.
This bike is a piece of, you know what, it has a lot of potential, but it sure needs a lot of help to get there.
Yeah.
But we're working on it. All right, that's it for now.
That's the nicest thing you ever said about